You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Abdul-Kareem Alselwady takes on Bolaji Oki to open up the prelim card of UFC Fight Night Saudi Arabia this weekend. Alselwady was supposed to originally be fighting Jordan Levitt, who pulled out. Bolaji Oki stepping in on very short notice to take on this fight. Alselwady, very good striker, moves very well. Got a motor on the guy. He'll move around the entire fight, in and out, footwork, feinting like crazy, never getting tired. So I think that's going to be potentially an issue for somebody like Oki, who is coming in on short notice. Who knows if he was training? I don't think that he was preparing for a fight before this one. So Bolaji Oki fighting out of Belgium, 9-2 record, 5'10", 73-inch reach. Alselwady, he's only 5'8", 69-inch reach. So Oki's going to have a 4-inch reach advantage. Both the same age, 29. Oki's coming off of a loss to Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan's very good, so no shame in that, but he did get caught in a guillotine choke. Kind of a weird situation there where he was in the guillotine choke for a long time, and Chris Duncan eventually kind of gave up on it, and then realized that Oki was out. He was unconscious from it, so kind of a weird situation there, but good win by Chris Duncan. Before that, fought Timmy Kwamba. Timmy Kwamba stepped up on short notice, moved up a weight class, and still almost got the decision over Oki. So not a very good look for somebody like Oki, who's supposed to be this power puncher, against a smaller fighter in Timmy Kwamba, who made it competitive, even though he was didn't have the same amount of oomph and power in his strikes that Oki had. So before that, beats Dylan Salvador, 5-1, beats a Josimar Ferreira, 8-13. Had a really good win over Nair Melikhan, who was undefeated at the time, 13-0. So okay wins, not so good wins, 8-13, and then an 0-3 guy. Beat a guy who was 17-30 a few years ago. So I guess it is what it is on the regional scene. But I just think Alselwady, I think he's going to be the busier fighter. He's got decent power, feints very well. He's constantly feinting in and out, getting you to guess. You never know when he's going to throw. He's got all types of tools. He'll throw leg kicks, punches, great combinations, great head movement. We saw in his fight against Loic Rajabov, he almost put Loic Rajabov out cold in that fight. He got hurt in the first round, almost put him out in the second, and then ends up getting caught in the third. But Rajabov's huge dude for that division, 5'11", just an absolute tank. I don't know how he makes 155, and he had a really good showing against him for his UFC debut. So his fight against George Hardwick, again, George Hardwick, very good striker, was able to win a decision in that fight, and was impressive enough to get a contract out of the Contender Series without getting a finish. So it says a lot about his ability, especially his performance against somebody like Hardwick. Just a very good striker, very technical. I want to say he's very good defensively. He did get hurt by Radzhabov, but outside of that, very good footwork, non-stop movement. And that's the thing with Oki. Oki's kind of one of those, he kind of plods around. He'll throw his jab out there. He'll throw a hard right hand, but I just feel like Alselwady is going to be too much for him. He's going to be putting too much output out there, too offensive. I think he's going to be too quick in and out for Oki to really counter him. And knowing the pace that Alselwady can put and just the volume he puts out there, and knowing he's going into this full camp against something like Oki, who's taking on short notice, I just feel like he's going to be able to take over in this fight. I think from the get-go, he's going to be putting a lot of volume on Oki and making him work and making him guess with his feints. And I just don't think Oki has the skills or the gas tank in this instance to keep up with him. So Alselwady, he has shown in a propensity to get knocked out, which is concerning. He's been knocked out 4 times. So not a good look, but his last fight was in March where he was knocked out. So taking, almost a year off, which I like to see. The odds in this one, Alselwady's the underdog, actually. He's plus 130 against Oki, who is minus 155, but I just don't trust Oki in this one. Taking it on short notice against such a polished striker like Alselwady. So I'm going to go with Alselwady in this one. I don't think he gets a finish. He might get hurt in this one. Honestly, he might get hurt, maybe lose a round or so, but I do think that he's going to have the volume and the output to to beat Oki. Maybe he drops the first round to Oki. Maybe he comes out hard and fast, knowing that he doesn't have the cardio, or thinking that he can finish somebody like Alselwady, who has shown an ability to get knocked out. But I think Alselwady will be busier in this one. I think he'll be landing more volume, winning the rounds that way, and getting a decision in this one. So let me know what you guys think. Small dog pick, but feel pretty good about this one. Thanks, guys.